and today we're going to talk about...
Series.
Why? You do this every time.
What?
Series. Just talk normal, you knob. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to talk about...
Series that we've seen, a TV series that we've seen and
What we
that
enjoy.
we think is good or bad. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about TV series. That's it.
That's it.
What would you say your if you had to put it up there of all the TV series you've seen? You know, like you're not really into TV series. Really, you wouldn't say so, would you? Like
Not
unless it's been
really,
shit
no.
like Gossip Girl and that. But what would you say your favourite TV
My
series?
favourite that I got into the most was Game of Thrones.
Duty. Oh, aye.
All day.
Brilliant. Nothing. To be fair, it's not my favourite series. I enjoyed it,
Yeah, but it's not your favourite.
but the end fucked it up for me.
Oh, I still enjoyed the end.
I can't. No.
It ended sort of how I guess. Well, not how I guessed it.
No one guessed
Not
that.
with Bran becoming. Spoiler alert. Not with.
No, Sam. I think everyone's seen it by now.
Oh,
And
probably.
if they haven't, then get a life and watch it.
Not with Bran becoming king, but it sort of ended the way I thought it was going to end with Arya killing the Night King because she was my favourite.
No, there's no way you thought, Harry, if you
Well, it
did,
was
you're the only
obvious. No,
person.
it was obvious because she was like becoming an assassin and all this and all that.
Yeah, but that story got chucked back about fucking 4 seasons ago. Then all of a sudden she's like pulls out her knife
I
skills.
thought
Like,
it was going to be her. I said that to you. She was going to kill the Night King.
I don't remember that. I think you're lying.
I'm not lying. I really thought that was going to happen.
No.
I think a lot of people thought Jon Snow was going to be the ultimate killer of the Night King.
I thought it was going to be Bran. I thought Bran was going to do... I thought he was going to like walk into his head and blow his head up or something.
I didn't really get all the... I know
That's
a
what I
lot of
mean.
people probably get it, but I don't get all the crap with the Three-Eyed Raven and the
No.
Bran story and
I've
how
read-
was it even powerful and...
Well, I've read a bit of the first... Well, I've read the first book.
Just didn't do nothing.
And I've tried carrying on, and I've tried reading up what the hell a Three-Eyed Raven is and a warg and blah, 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 blah. But that's why I thought it was because it was building up for him to... Then all of a sudden, what did Bran do? He stood... He didn't stand. He was
Well,
crippled.
obviously he was in his chair.
He
Yeah.
sat. He
sat.
He sat by the tree.
Yes.
Night King come to kill. You didn't even find out why the Night King was trying to kill him. Well, the people were basically saying it's because he was powerful and he was a Three-Eyed Raven and he feared the Three-Eyed Raven. But
And
it
at
didn't
that
really
point,
go into it.
At that point, he needed to like walk into his Three-Eyed Raven state. And
Yeah, wasn't he like he wasn't even there, was he? He
no,
was in
that's
something
what I
else
mean,
at the time.
Because what's his facey? What was the dude that was supposed
Theon.
to be protecting him?
Yeah, he
That's it.
died, didn't he?
Theon was supposed to be protecting him, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, he got close to him, and that's when boom, she struck, didn't she?
I felt sorry for Theon all the way through it.
I know.
Had his
yeah.
penis cut off.
I know, it was really horrible.
And then Ramsay Bolton was just there eating
it
a
was,
sausage and looking at him. It was like horrible.
Yeah, but it was really really good TV, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, oh mate.
HBO
apart
brought it to
from-
life. To be fair.
Yeah, apart from the last season, I really enjoyed Game of Thrones.
I think the last season was maybe a little bit rushed. They could have extended it.
It was
a little
stupid.
bit more.
It was just there was no need for it. It was just again, I thought Daenerys was going to become queen, and it was just going to be
The
boom.
fact that they made her go crazy like her dad.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I suppose it's like swings and roundabouts. You know, one whole circle. Oh, her dad was crazy, so she goes crazy. But then, Jon Snow. Spoiler: if you haven't seen it, where have you been? Then Jon Snow goes and ends up killing her, and then ends up just back on the wall, and everything's like back to normal. But Bran's king. Spoiler: Bran's king, and you're like, what?
And they
what
all
happened
just
there?
end up just like going their separate ways at the end, and it's like, oh,
And the worst part about it, is that Bran can't have kids. He's a cripple, isn't he? So, well, I assume I don't know. I assume he can't. That's what they were saying on the.
well, he is. 'Cause
On the
after he fell
programme.
out the window, he couldn't walk again.
Yeah, he's a
so-
cripple. But what they were saying on the series is that he'll never be able to sire kids. It's like, so you've brought in a king who's dead, like whose
Who's going to be it after you? Nobody.
lineage is gone.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It was just anyway. Just forget the end season, and we'll apart from the end season.
One other
Everything
bit
else.
I didn't understand was the Two-Face bit.
I was just about to say that. So yeah.
There's a couple of things in Game of Thrones. I absolutely love it, but I didn't understand half of it. Why bring it in?
Mm.
She could have just carried on being an ace assassin. Why bring in the fact that you take over other people's bodies and become a Two-Face?
Yeah. Why?
It's just weird.
Yeah. Why didn't she just stay? Why wasn't it like an assassin society.
Yeah.
But then what was the point of stealing each other's faces?
It was really weird.
And then again, I suppose it did help in the last battle, didn't it? Didn't she steal someone's face and it got it? I can't remember.
It helped in, the ones that did the Red Wedding. She killed all them, didn't she, by using the dude's face.
That was cool.
That was cool when she got them back, don't get me wrong. Like I say, good TV again, but it was a bit like questions on why. Why do it that way? She could have still done that via being the assassin, couldn't she?
Yeah, of course you can, because that's how assassins work. They hide in secret.
They're not seen and they boom,
But that's, that's also another thing I never really got, was that she joined the Two-Face, two-man thing, pinching people's faces in that assassin society, and then all of a sudden, just never heard of again. They were trying to kill her at one point, and then all of a sudden, nah.
Yeah.
Nah. And now it's like, to me, that last season, it actually brought out more questions than it did answers, and it was just like, is there another season? No. What? What do you mean no? There's got to be. We need something here. Like all the theories that was going around saying like the wall. Did that ever? It was weird. It was just so much.
It would have been more epic if they'd have included the first few seasons into the last one. They were like, people were saying, it's going to mesh together. It didn't really.
No.
And I was saying for ages, like, her dog is going to come back.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It's going to come back. Yes, she's seen her once in the woods, but it didn't come back to help her. And I really thought.
Yeah, didn't she have her own clan?
Yeah, she had her own like wolf pack or whatever.
Wolf pack, yeah.
And she was the boss of them, but it's not the point. She could have come back and helped and partnered up, and it would have been really, really good. And then you just didn't see the dogs again. The dogs were a big, massive part of the first season.
See, a lot of people were pissed off about that. The fact that something happened. I can't remember what it was. But in some fight, Jon Snow's wolf, Ghost.
Yes.
It was like he didn't even turn up. And it was like, and it's like I think I got the reason why is because obviously they grew up bigger.
Yeah.
So they had to they couldn't just bring a dog in to act as this wolf anymore. They had to make it a computer generator basically to make it as a massive dire wolf, and they were like, it costs too much money to animate it, and it's like, which is fair enough, but also don't
but come on, the amount of money that series was making.
Yeah, but I think that's the reason why though, is because I don't know, it was a good series. I'll give it its due. People reckon the books are better.
I just feel like it was a little rushed at the end.
But like, yeah.
That is all, but a great series.
Oh, brilliant series! I could watch it again. That is something.
Definitely.
With Game of Thrones, I could definitely watch it again. I could sit here. We've watched it piss before. It was brilliant.
Yeah. I don't even mind what episode, because it was just surprising and striking on every season.
Alright, and if you had to say anything about Game of Thrones, what was your favourite episode?
Favourite episode? Totally.
Yeah. I've got one. Do you know what my favourite episode is? The Red Wedding.
Yeah,
I still can't get over it. I was distraught.
I can't think of actual episodes.
What about moment
in
then?
all? There's a really good moment where Arya slashes a throat in a second, which is really, really cool. I think it's.
Was that Littlefinger? Yeah.
That was a good moment because Littlefinger was an ass when he threw out the most of it.
Complete asshole.
That was really good. And then I liked the bit where all the people that did the Red Wedding, because that was an awful episode,
oh my God,
died. It was great when they all.
Oh mate,
she got them all back.
That's still in my head. They're all celebrating. They're all gonna get the red,
Yeah.
And the next minute, what was his name? Rob Stark. Rob Stark. His missus pregnant, and they fucking stab the belly first, and you're like, oh my God.
It's horrible.
It's like Jesus Christ, shock factor. Yeah, but calm down.
Epic moments where you're like, oh, love that bit. I even like Daenerys' rising because she was mint at the beginning.
Oh mate, yeah, Daenerys. She was, yeah. I always liked Daenerys. But again, she could become a bit. I don't know. It was weird.
Well, I've got to take it back to the roots. And my favourite season 1 all day.
Oh yeah, easy.
Robert Baratheon and Stark. That's like Bezzy mate.
Ned Stark. Oh yeah.
And then unfortunately, he gets his head.
That was another point. Yeah, another point you've just brought. Oh my God, we're gonna have a whole episode just talking about Game of Thrones here. This wasn't how it was meant to go. But that part of Ned Stark, when you find out that. Spoiler again, but Jon Snow's dad was Rhaegar Targaryen.
Yes.
And it was always saying that Rhaegar was raped Ned's sister and that's how it happened, blah, blah, blah. He took her prisoner, but they had a wedding, so Jon Snow wasn't a bastard. That got chucked out the window. It was like, oh my god, that is so cool.
Lots of questions that went unanswered at the end of the whole of Game of Thrones. Like, oh, that wasn't answered.
That's what I mean. He never found out he wasn't a bastard. He was technically the true heir to the crown.
Yeah.
But no one knew. No one found out. Bran knew.
Robert Baratheon's son as well just sort of got
what was that?
aside.
Blacksmith, wasn't he?
Yeah, and it was like, what happened to him?
Just fucked off.
Do you know what I mean?
It was weird. It was strange.
There was a lot of questions unanswered anyway, but
there was parts that was brought up and you think, oh, that's gonna come in the future, and then you just went, and because the season's ended, you've just gone, well, what about this part? What about this? What about this?
Yeah.
And the worst one for me is the Jon Snow lineage thing. It's he never knew he was a Targaryen.
A massive bit of the storyline that should have been really.
Yeah.
But
Only thing I don't get about that is that, and I think it's a bit of a plot hole personally. I might be wrong, but in the start of the season 1, Ned Stark found out. Spoilers again, if you haven't seen it, you must have done. Ned Stark figured out that Joffrey and the other 2 kids weren't Robert Baratheon's kids because they all had blonde hair.
yeah.
And everybody in the lineage of Baratheons had brown hair. No one had blonde hair all the way through it. Well, in the Targaryen lineage, they all had platinum blonde hair.
Yeah.
Jon Snow had fucking black hair. So how does that work?
Good point.
He had proper black hair.
Doesn't make any sense.
So really, if he was a proper Targaryen, I can't remember who I spoke to that about with, a mate of mine, and he went, yeah, but his mum had black hair. I went, yeah, but it don't matter. It's still the dad. That's what they were trying to say in the thing, is that the dad takes over, the lineage of the dad takes over.
Yeah.
So surely he would have had blonde hair.
That was an epic bit as well when Joffrey died.
Joffrey
died.
Oh mate,
I waited for seasons for him to die.
that's still stuck in my mind now.
I hated him and his mum.
I thought the way she died though was shit.
Sure, she deserves to die much worse than
Yes.
that.
Bitch.
And Jamie should have left her completely. He should never have gone back to her.
I was gutted when he
Should
died.
have stayed with Brianna Tarr.
What?
Brienne.
He wasn't with Brianna Tarr?
Yeah, no, he was with her once, wasn't he? And then he left her.
Well, yeah, because she was a virgin, so he knobbed her.
Yeah, but he should have stayed there, and he shouldn't have ran back to
Yeah, but I don't
Cersei.
think he liked her in that way. They were
Well,
mates.
obviously not, because he ran back to bloody Cersei, didn't he?
This is weird. That was
She
his
was
sister.
an idiot, and it was incest.
Eh.
Honestly, gross.
But yeah.
Anyway,
What? Mate, I could talk about this all day. I love Game of
Go on
Thrones.
about Game of Thrones.
It's again though,
All
it's
day.
still not my favourite series though.
Well, let's get on to what your favourite series was. What's your favourite series?
Again, a bit like the gaming thing what we've talked about, a bit like the film thing. I've got loads. If you had to give me a genre, I could tell you. But just saying series, I can't really.
I'm gonna have to just say Ultimate of all time. Have you not got one?
For fuck's sake.
Ultimately of all time.
Off the top of my head, Game of Thrones, that's up there. How I Met Your Mother, that was always a good series for me. Friends, Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah, what's your favourite?
I don't know. I haven't got a favourite.
Is there any you prefer out of those 3 that you've just said?
No, not really. That's
I
what I
know
mean.
they're all up there, but come on.
I haven't really got one. I can't really say
Sitting
I've
on the
got
damn
one.
fence again.
The only one I can proper talk about all the way through it is Game of Thrones, though.
Yeah, yabbering on about that. We have yabbered on about that.
Yeah. But I can't really think of any other series that has stuck in my head. Name one, then I'll give you any. Do you know what I used to like? Vampire Diaries. You got me into that.
Vampire Diaries is really good.
We never got to watch the end of that. But again,
Lost was good. Lost was good.
Shit, Lost.
Lost was
I
really
forgot
good
about Lost.
series.
Oh my god, what about Lost? Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But
really
again,
liked that.
The ending ruined it for me because I still haven't got a frigging clue what's going on.
No.
I think that's what.
It went a little too mysterious. Like, I didn't know what was happening at the end of that series.
It was. That's what I'm saying. It was. I think that's what it's meant to be about.
I think
This
it's
has happened.
supposed to go mysterious because obviously,
But it's like at one point, didn't they piss off back in the past?
Yeah, something like
So,
that.
like, they
It
done
started
time travel.
going back and two and back and two, and it was like, whoa, hang on. How scientific has this gone now,
And then there was. Then they got off the island, and then they come back.
Some of them died,
And then they ended up
apparently,
in
and
a
then Some of them
church.
were back alive, and then some of them were. It was weird.
I saw. Again, another series I could watch again though. Fucking brilliant.
Good series though.
But
brilliant
again, the
series.
ending to me, when you watch something and all you want is just your questions answered. That's why you watch a series.
Yeah.
Because you think it'll get you, oh, what's it? Oh. And then the next minute it was, oh, right, they're all in church. Oh, right, they're all walking into a... Are they dead? Are they not?
That's
what
it.
the fuck?
You didn't really get an answer at the end
No,
of that.
it
I think
was...
it was supposed to be made to stay a mystery, to be honest.
Yeah, but there's keeping it a mystery. And then there's just being like, yeah, you're getting no answers, mate.
In How
Ta-ta.
I Met Your Mother, did you find out who the mother was again?
Yeah, I was shitting in as well.
Oh, so you weren't keen on the end of that. You loved it all the way through, but...
What I didn't like about the ending of How I Met Your Mother, it was brilliant all the way. Again, the last season. The problem with these people that make series, they don't know how to end a season. You know, I'm not saying I'm fucking expert and all that. You know, I wouldn't even know how to make one. But it was brilliant all the way through. It was funny. I used to love it. What's the end one? It was a whole series. I think it was series 9. Was set over a 2-day weekend of a wedding. Then all of a sudden, this is the mother. She died. And you're like, what? Wait a minute. Because you were expecting all the way through to be like, right, we're going to get to meet the mum. Now we're going to get the whole build-up of how they got together. You know, like, she's going to become part of the gang. It was literally, this... And then it like done a montage, and then she got ill, and she died. It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I've just waited fucking 9 years for this, and you've just pissed her off in one episode.
And then you've got Friends. I think that was so good because they were actually friends in real life, and it got better the further on it goes.
And to be fair, that did end well.
Yeah.
Apart from, if I had to give it a bit of shit, when Ross and Rachel go back together. It was a bit like...
You weren't keen on that bit?
It wasn't the fact I wasn't keen. You know, at the end of the day, I suppose we were always destined to be together. But it's a bit like just going back to the past all the time, and it always going... It's something they sort of... From the moment they got together, I think it was like season 2 or whatever like that.
Yeah.
All the way through it was, oh my god, Ross and Rachel are back together. No, they're not. Oh my god, now they're back together. And right at the end it's, oh, we're back together. And it's like, yeah, you've done it like 20 times over the fucking series, so... It wasn't... The best thing about the end of that series was Chandler and Monica got their kids.
Yeah.
Didn't they? And they moved out the flat.
Yeah.
And the last image, the last scene, is they all put their apartment keys on the side counter, and that's it, and it pans back, and you're like, yeah, that was a cool way to end.
Cool ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anyone would love a life like Friends. Just literally...
Do you know what's another thing I didn't actually really get?
Friends in a coffee shop for half your life.
Oh, mate. If I had a life like Friends, I'd be, 20 years old,
what
just
was the
bombing
third
around.
series you mentioned? I forgot that one.
Oh, then I haven't finished talking about
sorry,
Friends
go
yet.
on.
The only thing I didn't get about that last episode as well,
What?
I remember that Ross tries to get in touch with Rachel, blah, 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 saying that, I love you and all this and all that. And then Rachel leaves him a voicemail saying, oh, I'm so sorry. And then she's like, oh my god, what am I doing? Oh my god, I need to get off. And then she just pops up and he's like, oh my god, let get off the plane. And she's there, I got off the plane. And they reconcile, it's all lovey-dovey. Again, I think it's a plot hole. Where the friggin' hell was the kid? They had a kid together. The kid wasn't on the plane with her and the kid weren't there.
Maybe they had a babysitter.
Yeah, but she was moving to Paris.
Oh.
Surely the baby was going with her.
Well, we'd expect it to be.
Unless I've missed something. I've seen that episode
Neglect! Okay, yeah, what was the third one?
Only Fools and Horses.
Okay.
You don't know anything
I'm not
about
so keen. People will hate me for this. I'm not so keen.
You're going to drop your phone there, yeah.
That's alright, I got it. Yeah, I'm not so keen on that one. Only because it's like an old series and I've not really seen it, that's all.
It's brilliant.
As silly as it sounds because I'm British and I should have seen it, and
Brilliant.
it's a really
Do you know what?
old British comedy, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not just a comedy though with Only Fools and Horses. It is a comedy,
Needs to strike.
but it has some heartwarming moments in it and has some. It was really. It was just that's another series I can watch all the time.
Well,
Like again, the ending on that, it was weird actually. It's like as if John Sullivan, the creator of Only Fools and Horses, they made their whole main goal of the whole series was to become millionaires, and at the end they find a watch that was like a missing watch for years and years and years, and they sell it for 6.6 million or something like that. So they finally become rich.
yeah.
And it ends off from walking into the sunset and like, oh, this time next year we could be billionaires. It's like as John Sullivan wasn't happy with that, so he made another episode years later.
Yeah.
And they lost all their money in the stock market, humbled themselves again, and it was just a better ending. You found out Del and Rodney were half brothers, and this, that, the other. It was a bit more heartwarming instead of just pissing off into the sunset. But yeah, and again, another series I can always watch.
Well, I mean,
Makes me laugh.
we could sit here and talk about series all day, to be honest. I mean, there's
Go
quite
on.
a few more I can name. Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy.
No. I like them, but I can watch them again.
No, but they're alright. But I really thought you'd have had a favourite, and you've skipped it for me.
What is it?
Gavin and Stacey.
Oh my god, yeah.
All day. I
Oh, fuck.
really thought you'd have named Gavin and Stacey as your favourite.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that.
That just tops any other show.
I know, but I was thinking of series. I was thinking of...
It's a series.
I know,
it's a
you're going to
season.
knock that off. Just put it there, will you?
Can you not just ignore it?
No, it's too amazing. You know what, yeah, Gavin and Stacey, I completely forgot about that.
Favourite, surely.
Yeah, well... I don't know. I can't really say it's my favourite, no.
You're joking.
I forgot. Well, it can't be. I forgot all about it.
It's right up there with Game of Thrones for me, like.
Oh yeah, mate. I can watch it again. I watch it every Christmas. I watch it when I'm pissed. Again, I can watch it.
I was gonna say we keep watching them episodes. Like you can watch.
It could be that I have
episode.
watched them too many times now. Before it was like sort of heartwarming, all this and all that, and now I'm sort of a bit like, oh yeah, I've seen that before. Oh yeah. Do you know what I mean?
And I thought the reunion was good as well.
One Christmas.
Yeah.
It was immense.
I did enjoy it. It got a lot of stick for not being good, but I thought it was really, really good.
Do you know what I liked about the Christmas reunion as well?
What?
Was that James Corden actually brought in a friggin' a character. What was her name? Can't even remember her name.
That
blonde-haired thing.
Woman that takes the piss out of the taps as presents.
Yeah, it takes the piss out. Just basically takes the piss out the whole thing.
Yeah.
He actually said that he created that about all the people that have given negative comments over Gavin and Stacey over the years, and he turned it into a character. I thought, that is class.
Yeah.
That is a proper... What do you think of that then?
What I like best about Gavin and Stacey is it's actually written by the two characters in it. They were Nessa and Smithy. It's just really,
Ruth
really
Jones,
great.
James Corden, yeah.
Well, it's just great because it really depicts the Welsh and the English
Yeah.
to what they're supposed to be as well.
I think it's probably why I like it as well, because it's the Welsh in it and the English. It's that.
Yeah, and it
you
really
know.
depicts the English well, with them running around about their football team and that dance that they do when they come through the door, and it's really cool.
Proper loud and like you look at the thing is that I
and
don't
you
get
see the
it.
Welsh and you just see like
The Dokey and
Stacey's mum and Bryn just sitting there with their cup of tea on their sofa.
That's what I found funny, right? Is that they made the English like loud. They got like really nice houses, this, that, the other. They go to Wales, living in a terraced house over the road from each other. Oh, do you want an omelette? And
Makes them look a bit strange.
Oh,
but
it's funny, man. Yeah, no, I take it back. Yeah, that is my favourite. Now I've really thought about it. Yeah, it's my favourite series.
It's just a great series.
I can't believe I forgot about it, and I do apologise. But yeah, I would say that's my favourite series actually.
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed that.
Amazing.
But no, yeah. So yeah, that's anything else you want to say about TV series?
I feel like we're gonna wrap it up.
Right then. Well, that was another one by the. What are we? Four on a bench. Another one by Four on a Bench. That was game series. Drop a comment below if you.
That wasn't game series. That was TV
podcast.
Seasons /
Oh fucking hell! Yeah, whatever.
That was TV series.
Yeah.
Seasons it was. Okay, we're Four on a Bench.
Drop us a comment below if you can tell us about your favourite series or whatever.
Yeah, cool.
Alright, bye.